Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Con. Welcome back to V-Rally 4, where we're off the back of a championship win in the buggies. But what we're going to do in this episode, well, we did a bit of a shopping spree at the end, so you could try out a new rally toy around the National Park and Japan. But there's lots of extreme corner events, still lots of buggy events as well. And there's a 3-star V-Rally Cross event too. Should we head to Japan and do that V-Rally Cross event? Before we do that, actually, let's look at the cars we can get in V-Rally Cross. Because I didn't really look at them in detail. We just kind of scrolled across very quickly. So we can get Volkswagen Beetle or Polo, Ford Fiesta, and a Honda Civic Turbo as well. Because we've only got 2 cars in V-Rally Cross. We've only got the Mini and the Renault Alpine. Should we go with... We've got 119,000. So should we go with the Honda? Let's go with the Honda, shall we? So we are in the semi-final and lined up, ready and roaring to go for 6 laps. Around this Japan circuit, our new toy, the Honda, which has just been absolutely obliterated at the start. Look at everyone in front of us. It's getting a bit hairy, though. Now, in the semi-final, remember, we want to get into the top 3. Make it through. Now, Honda's just outside it at the moment. But a bit of catastrophe in the middle. Mini was slow. Managed to dive down the inside. Still alongside us, that Mini. Or was until this section. Now we're through. Trying to challenge for second. No, keep going. Spun it on the curb. Did a nice 360. A bit early in the race, I admit, but normally do them after the race. We're still going in 4th. No, we're in 3rd. We're still in the top 3. What the hell? As I can barely see the gearing to the side, but I'm going to follow the Joker, follow the leader through into the Joker. Just getting a bit too much on the curb. Need to rejoin in last. Find our fellow Honda as we force them through into 4th temporarily before we take that from them. We're sitting pretty. You know, we're out of where we need to be. What how challenging this Japan course is. The course is very long as well. So we go a bit wider. We really are catching up to the top 3. See, doing that Joker up early. We're going to do pay off at the moment. Let's say it's 3rd right in front of the Ford Fiesta. We turned down in place of this Honda. I mean, we had to get a Honda. We're heading to home turf. What was our fellow Honda doing? Coming down the inside of us like that. Don't you dare be going to the Joker. Let's try and fight back. As you can see, second, who's done the Joker, really gaining on 1st. We're really gaining on 3rd. We've got the inside line. So we've made it through, back end, get it out. Go for the tight section in 4th. Bit too high gear maybe. Oh, a nice stable gear. Look at that, we've really gained. The top 2 right on the back end of our fellow Honda. Of course, the attitudes as we're in Japan. That's all, they've gone wide. Now that's up into 2nd. So a fantastic race this is, as we're halfway through. And I do love that this V-Rally Cross event has a bit of a longer race distance. So used to see maybe 6 laps, but just on like 30-second laps, 40-second laps. This is a minute long lap. For the long haul in these That's us. We're on the tail of the Mini. What a win in the semi-final. Didn't expect to be saying that in this Honda. As we go down the inside, but everyone's been making mistakes, including ourselves. We've battled through. Still against the strongest opponents. We haven't changed that for ages. So fighting through and winning. My debut on the Honda at the moment. And a bit tight into that corner. It might be getting a cut back second. Doesn't seem like it, as we're still pointing the right direction through the kink. There's a little tap from behind through the final corner though. It's crossed over 103.5. We're barely braking through that section. So that's what's it's taken some getting used to with this car at the moment. It's just braking a bit too much around this course. Doesn't quite have the outstanding grip that the Mini does. That Mini just sucked to the surface. This Honda's maybe a bit underpowered compared to the Mini. Doesn't quite have the downforce or just the grip, mechanical grip. But still, as you can see, very handy racer. Get out of the penultimate corner. Well, third to last corner, I guess. You count those as a bit of a chicane. Into the final corner, just hooking up the inside curve, help turn the car. We get 102.9. Definitely in the rhythm of this car now. Oh, that's turning a bit early. Luckily it turn out in time though. It sounds like we're pulling away a bit now. As that's what happened with the spin. We tried to use that curb on the inside out, turn the car, and it just did it a bit too effectively. Wouldn't be surprised if I do that in the final as well. Despite this course being quite long, it actually is quite simple. It feels like we're almost at the end of the course now. It's just because this course is so much longer compared to, say, Britain. And it's very wide open, so it invites good racing, as we've seen already this race. And standout victories as we cross the line in first. Perfect start as we won by over 10 seconds in the end. But overall, we're just fourth. Couple of seconds off the top spot. Got to improve in the final then. So we are lined up for the final. Lots of minis in the final as well. Fours, Honda. As we get underway. Another shocking start. Well, a couple of Hondas. As we're going to take the Joker immediately then. So how effective it was early on in semi-final. How about on the final opening lap then? See if it's even more effective where everyone is just scrambling for position. Really scrambling for position. A bit there in front between the Ford and Honda. And we've got a Mini as well butting in. It's all almost into the tyres on the inside. Kind of lost momentum there. As the top two are getting away. And this raging quartet. So up to fifth, got the inside line on the Mini. As he just drives off the circuit again. Oh no, he's still alongside us. Certainly got the pace in a straight line, that Mini. Well, you definitely got some good cornering in this Honda. Very nimble. Now saying that, look at that, our fellow Honda goes down our inside. Now again, remember, we've done the Joker, they haven't. So they're still in the box seat. It's just really the top two now, got a good enough distance over us. As we try and get through the stragglers in the back, so up into fourth. So Still go flat out through that corner. We were lifting heavy on the previous lap through that. I do love this mix of tarmac and gravel. It feels pretty good, pretty even. Grip on both surfaces. And no use of the handbrake as well around here. No, I say pretty even, it's mostly gravel, but still both surfaces feel good in this car as it's a 1:04.3. That's a bit slow. And whoa, what's that Mini doing? Dive bomb from nowhere. Again, we're still dropping back from the top three. You know, we're trying our hardest. We want to get at least a podium on home turf. No Honda debut. It definitely is a maximum attack at the moment. As third is actually gaining on second. Hopefully they can battle a bit. And whoa, they have. Third has lost majorly. Not sure he got pushed into a tyre bed or something. Get out the final corner into the second half of the race. Still just a 1:04. Maybe he should have repaired the vehicle for the final. So, feels like we're driving quicker, but just the car doesn't have the speed compared to the semi-final. So go through the double right. That was not good. Need to get it down to third a bit earlier. Still, it looks like we're gaining. Car in front has gone a bit wide as the Ford. You have not paid them off at all to allow us to get on the podium. As whoa! And the Mini's messed up as well. So second could be on the cards then. Unless they've already taken their jokers, but I swear they haven't. You see just chucking the car at the final corner. Just I think this car is so we do a 1:01.8. Where's that come from? Is that just because we haven't had a Mini on our tail? There's no one to tell second place. The lead is just far away. That's right. Second and third, what are you doing? Oh, hit the tyres in front. Oh, so does the Ford. So get into third. Right behind the Mini now. Then we set up the pass into the left hand and we've got a good look down the inside. And the Mini's just gone to nowhere. So up into second. I think that's the best we can do, even with the joker. Advantage over the leader, I think, in a moment. Let's do a 1:03.4. Let's see, flat out through that section now. We barely left it all on this lap. It's only like a couple of taps of the brakes, that's about it. Such as there. Even this next section is flat out now. So right, left, left. And through that right, just try and hook up that groove. Because you are gaining on first. Again, not sure if they've taken their joker or not. I'm guessing they have, because we can actually see them now. And it is the final lap as well, so it would make sense. But still, solid finish in the end. Second, we'll take that. Considering our car doesn't seem to quite have the top line pace. The Minis, or maybe even the Fords as well. And certainly of the Volkswagens. As We finished 5 seconds behind the lead and a few seconds ahead of O'Donnell, who rounds out the podium. So decent prize money, 72,000, almost paid back the mini in one shot. As it is payday, over 9 grand. Have the giveaway. So let's check out recruitment then. So a level 15 engineer. Let's find the best balance. So maybe this, we've had into the exhaust, which is quite low, but losing out on tyres, brakes and a bit on engine. Then level 15 head engineer. We're definitely not going to replace our fresh head engineer. How about level 15 head mechanic? Not sure about that either. A bit more well-rounded, a bit more well-balanced, as we can find rally activities with more regularity. Or we can reduce the entry fees for participating in big events even more. Money's not really an object, is it, anymore? Especially if we do well. Why not? Let's get the rally expert in. And a level 15 mechanic. As we lose a lot on engine if you hire them, but that seems to be a bit more rounded. As you can see, all of the components, especially adding to suspension and gearbox. So that's not bad at all, and let's actually do an event to end the episode. As normally, we've gone onto a new week. We've done one big event. Normally that's it, but let's actually try out an Extreme Kana Championship. Maybe that's something for next time. As we've got 10 days left. But again, we've already done Extreme Kana Championship. We want the Rally Championships. We want the V-Rally Course Championships as well. So we've got a 2-star hill climb, 3-star buggy, 1-star rally, 1-star V-Rally Course, 1-star V-Rally Course, 2-star hill climb. Shall we end by trying out our new rally toy?
And left 4, into right 3, keep middle. And left 4, into right 5. Left 4, short 50. Caution, right 6. And left 4, into right 1, around the statue. And right 4, bumpy 30. Bumpy into left 4, and right 430, and right 4, and left 4 into bumps, into right 5 and left 4 short, into right 3 and bumpy, caution right 4 into left 1, into left 4 tightens over crest, into right 3 short and left 5, and right 4 opens bumpy 150. Left 4 short and right 4. Into left 4 opens over jump. And caution brake square left and chicane left and left 4. Into left 4 narrows, and left 4 short and right 3, and chicane right narrows 30, chicane left short 30, brake square right, brake square left 30, and left 3 into right 4 and left 6 long, right 4 into left 4, brake square right over bridge, and right 4, and keep in over jump, and jump over crest 50, and finish.
That was easy. That was terrible driving as well, but we win by almost 20 seconds. Hit of Bogdanovic and Tabo, as we've got White and Astraragudusk rounding out the top 5. So we get 15,000. A nice little introduction to the Volkswagen Polo, which is just like a missile compared to any other rally car we've driven so far. It literally does have amazing torque and acceleration, these modern rally cars, and it definitely did demonstrate it pretty well. As before we go, let's actually look at some contravals. So we got some money, which is always good. As we accept it twice, you can never accept it enough. As you'll win 4,500, achieve objective. We've already done that. So you have. You've managed to complete your objective to get 3,200. I don't even remember most of these objectives. But I don't care. Before we go, I've got to actually look at the stat sheet for a new Honda. So here we go, the tech sheet for a V-Rally Cross car is special in that it only competes in the North American Championship based on the import-only Honda Civic Coupe model in the US. Japanese cars are rocky with points to match the best cars in the sport. Not sure we really demonstrated that well. Apparently it has 600 horsepower, goes from 0 to 100 kilometers in less than 2 seconds. Its first competitive, the Civic made 5 podium finishes, undoubtedly a long way off its true potential to make scope for improvement. The compact, sophisticated Civic Turbo can stand out on the V-Rally Cross tracks. Didn't quite stand out enough, did it? But it's still a very solid car. As next time we can do some V-Rally Cross, some hill climb, some V-Rally Cross, some hill climb, some buggying, of course that Extreme Carner Championship, or Rally Championship. Finally, we can get redemption for missing on that Rally Championship previously. As we head to Japan, Serbia, the National Park, Malaysia, Mohammed Valley, and Kenya. But what car do we choose? How are we going to do this? Are we actually going to win and actually do this championship for once? Next time out, Sam for watching and find out then.